This is me, little Raquel, 7 years old in my village, and it seems I was smelling fashion already. And this is also me, 39 years old, in China, and working as a trend forecaster specialist. I basically help the brands the fashion brands to predict what comes next. I'm also fashion stylist, and as you see, I'm collector of glasses. And if you ask me why did I start working in fashion, I don't really know. I don't know if it's destiny or it's just coincidence. But what I'm sure is that there are 4 places and 5 people that really build the fashion girl I know. The first place is my village, Cepeda de la Mora, a small village in Avila in Spain, and it's the village where I was born and raised, surrounded mostly by old people. And my parents here, they helped me to be happy with the simple things. The second place is Salamanca, and it's the place where I studied for 5 years at the university, and it's the place where I met Gustavo. He helped me to be curious, to discover things I really didn't know exist before. And the third place is Madrid, and the place where my first contact with fashion happened, and it's the place where I met Isabel Ver. I always say that she is my fashion angel, and she helped me to see the non-conventional side of fashion. And the last place is Guangzhou, China. I met Casper in Spain. We used to work together for the same company. She is now working as a CEO for Yayanke, for his movie company. And I remember she sent me an email offering me a job in China as a trend forecaster for the company. And in November 22, 2014, I arrived to Guangzhou. I arrived to Haizhu district, that is one of the oldest and more local area in Guangzhou. And in a very organic way, I start to take pictures of all people. And yeah, you maybe ask me why I'm focusing elderly people, but the answer is so simple. I'm not really interested in young people because I think they all were the same. And it's these old people who give me the more fresh ideas. But also my pictures that I want to show you today, I want to show you today my real fashion story in China in pictures. They are not really focused on fashion or just clothes. They are also focused on lifestyle, in love, in happiness. And I want to start for my favorite sleeping beauty, that is my father, all the time sleeping everywhere, and he's the person that made me to love sleeping beauties. These Chinese sleeping beauties, people sleeping everywhere. And I have a funny story. I remember one day I went to a clothes market, and I was trying to buy, I don't know, I saw one t-shirt and I wanted to buy. And when I went to pay, the salesperson, an old Chinese lady, she was like sleeping in the middle of the store. I saw her and she was happily sleeping, and I thought, what to do? Should I wake up her, or should I just wait here until she wake up? Guess what I did? I just was waiting for more than 30 minutes until she woke up. And I do really believe in fashion, but I believe in real fashion. I see beauty in the daily life, and I think it's when the ordinary things become extraordinary. Like the protectors, we see, and I saw in the catwalk, like so many designers now, and taking inspiration from these protectors, like Feng Chengguan or Marni and Demeremester, and more even. But where the inspiration is coming from? I think the inspiration is coming from China. And what for me, or for this designer, is fashion, for Chinese people, it's just function. It's just something useful. And I remember this is one of the first pictures I took. And I was buying water, and suddenly I saw this girl, and she was wearing this kind of protector. And I was thinking, oh my God, this is the coolest accessory I have ever seen. The crazy misses. It's true that in fashion nowadays, everything is possible, and more is more. And when we see Gucci mixing everything, we think, oh my God, it's so cool. But I think the inspiration, in fact, is coming from these old ladies in China. This lady, I think she lives close to my company, because I saw her a few times. I really love her. There is a third picture that I don't have here because I was running to her and I couldn't take a good picture. But I really love her because she always almost have the same style, in fact. She wears the hat with the mask, also like missing prints, the tracksuit, also the sneakers, and white socks. It's always the same. What about the pajama? It's true that it's a strong trend, or it was a strong trend like the previous season. But I'm guessing that, in fact, for me, the coolest pajamas are in China. And my office is close to 2 hospitals, and I always see people walking around in pajama. And for me, it's something that attracts me, because in Spain, if I'm going to any hospital, I never see people walking outside in pajama. At plastic. It's true that Raf Simons or Balenciaga, they have elevated the plastic from trash to luxury. But maybe the inspiration is coming also from China. And I really love this idea of give a second life to daily accessories, like the plastic bag, but using them in a different way. Also, the coolest hat ever. That is, for me, the coolest hat ever. And we saw that Raf Simons last season made this hat fashionable, or also Fenty by Puma or Chanel. But in fact, the coolest one is the one that these old ladies are wearing. And it's the inspiration, I think, clearly is coming from here. What about the towel? I think here is when clearly the ordinary things become extraordinary. And there is this designer like Loewe or Paloma Spain, is a Spanish designer, that they brought the towel to the stake. But I think it's Chinese people who made the towel the coolest accessory. These girls are from the Miao village, and they always use the towel to cover the man, the crop top. It's true that it's a strong trend on the street nowadays, but I'm guessing that maybe the inspiration is coming from these hot Chinese guys. And really, it's something that attracts me a lot, because it's not normal for me in Spain to see a guy like rolling up the t-shirt. And what for me is funny and is fashion, for them is just function. They keep them fresh. What about the 90s on the street? It's true that Balenciaga or Vetements, they brought back the 90s, this nylon jacket, or the total look denim, this urban sporty look. But I'm guessing that, in fact, the inspiration is here in China. And if you see, these are my friends, and the style is almost the same than this guy. My friends and this guy, almost the same style. old guy is wearing the jacket with a sticker, and this is my friend doing the same. Because in fact, China is full of queens. Queens of style. In fact, people that they don't have any knowledge about fashion. I don't think they don't even care. It's just natural style, natural sense of fashion. These people are on the Miao Village as well. This is a show they do for tourists. But they were like that in a normal day, every day. And I think these people, honestly, they have a really natural sense of fashion. I really love the style. And I really loved how Chinese people, they use like daily accessories in a fashionable way. For example, you see this girl that she's using just a piece of fabric as a belt. These girls are also from the Miao Village, but are different. You see that the one on the left, this girl, he has long skirt, and this girl, they are called the mini skirt ladies, because they wear a kind of mini skirt with pants. I remember this girl. We were in a clothes market. I was with a Chinese friend, and I was running to her. And this old woman, she was like, "But why do you want to take a picture of me?" asking to my friend. And we told her, like, "Because you are so fashionable. We love your style." And you see that she is posing so happy for me. And also, I really loved how Chinese people, they use daily accessories in the most fashionable way. In fact, this is a waistband that is protecting her. But you see that she's using it in a very fashionable way. And this is the Yao people, and they normally use this kind of scarf to cover the leg, and I bought it. Well, I asked the oldest old lady in the village, I told her, like, I want your scarf, and she gave to me. And I think China is also full of fashion boys. And they use daily accessories in the most avant-garde way. I really love this guy. I always see him. He's normally in one area that is full of markets in Guangzhou, and he's a homeless. And all the time when I see him, I think that really the clothes talk a lot about people's story of life. Oh, this guy. I think this accessory is my favorite accessory in the world. These pants are double pants, and this piece of wood, they use this piece of wood to fly the kite. And I think, for me, I'm so impressed with them. They are always in Guangzhou, close to the river, flying the kite with this pants. Oh, this guy, I really love that. You can see here that the umbrella and the t-shirt are in the same fabric. And I think he's wearing a woman t-shirt. Oh, this guy is also interesting. I think he lives close to my company, and I see him every day wearing the same. And he tied something, a piece of fabric, I'm not sure exactly, and he put all the accessories on. Oh, or this guy, I see him every day, he's wearing the same look. Or this guy, I really, really love this accessory. This is a smart design, and he used this accessory to support the flag. Because China, I think, is full of lovely freakies. In fact, I think China for me, is the only place where you can see people wearing everything. And when I mean everything, it's everything. From a curler. Oh, this guy, the most funny costume. This guy is every day in Lihuan, one of the oldest areas in Guangzhou, and is every day wearing like that. Or this girl wearing the sticker. And what for me is funny, for her is just something useful. Well, I remember I went to Ocean Park in Hong Kong, and I saw a bunch of girls wearing uniform like that. So they start to take pictures in this wall. So I did the same. I started to take pictures of all of them. Or this guy with the broken glasses. Or this guy with the bag on the head. And this girl is also from the Miao village. And she has the paper on the van with the information. And they normally invite the people to try the costumes. And also, probably it's so familiar. And I remember it was so trendy like 2 years ago. And I went to one market, and I saw like a lot, and I bought everything. And also, China is full of luxury on the street. I think China is the only place where normal people really have a chance to wear luxury brands. And they wear luxury brands with any knowledge. And also, China is full of perfect imperfections, the funny face wall. And it's true that I'm a funny face collector. This is my collection of something Gucci or Balenciaga. I remember I normally go to have lunch to this place, and one day I saw this guy wearing this t-shirt, and I asked him, please, can I take a picture of you? And he was like, why this girl want to take a picture of me? But in fact, it was because it reminded me Balenciaga. Also, Calvin Klein. I put some pictures, but I have so many. Celine, I bought this. This is one of my favorite ones, Celine Me Alone. I bought this in a clothes market. Or Supreme. Of course, my favorite Supreme one is this one, is Surprise. And this is an editorial I did for a magazine, for Elsewhere magazine. It's a Chinese magazine, but they mean it's West and East. It's focused mainly on fake t-shirts. And I did the styling, and my friend was the photographer. But in all this chaos, we found safety. I really love the uniforms, and I find elegance, a lot of elegance of the working men and women in China. I really love how they mix the uniform with the protector. Also, this girl using the plastic bag, you can see, with the uniform. And also, I think in China, we find our real love. I'm really so attracted about the art of wedding photography in China that, in fact, they don't really care about the clothes. And sometimes you see that it's so dirty. They just care about to get the right pose. And they love fake places. I don't know if you know this place. It's here in Hangzhou. It's a reproduction of Paris. And I have been there a few times. And always when I go, I see couples taking pictures there. Because in the end, happiness is what matters. If we are not happy, we don't have anything. The happiness of the city, in fact, in these pictures, I'm just capturing smiles. I remember my sister came for holidays, and we loved to walk on the street, to discover things. And we were walking one day, and we saw these people sitting outside. And they invite us to drink tea. And this girl, she was smiling all the time. She was so happy. And also the happiness of the simple life. I'm a village girl, so I really love the village in China. And I have been in a few villages, in Guizhou, in Guilin. And really, it's in this village where you see the happiest people in the world. And you realize that really the less you have, the happier you are. And this is me with them taking pictures. I really love take pictures with all people as well. And that's all, but not the end, because China, I'm still discovering you. Thank you so much. 谢谢你。